Welcome to Building Profitable Relationships, the podcast where we talk with successful entrepreneurs and business owners who have built strong and profitable relationships with their customers, partners, and peers. In our conversations, we explore the heart and science of relationship building in the world of business. Welcome to the Building Profitable Relationships podcast. I am your host, Yvonne A. Jones of 50andwisercoaching.com. Today, I'm joined by Shara Lewis Campbell. Shara has a diverse background with a focus on the publishing business, but I'm going to allow her to tell you more about that. Welcome, Shara.
Thank you. Thanks, Yvonne, for having me.
Oh, it's my pleasure. And so let's go right into it. Would you share a little bit about yourself? Tell us about who you are and also share with us about your business, because I know it's pretty diverse, but as I mentioned, it's focused around the whole publishing world, right?
It is. It is. So I'm very proud to say that my name is Shara Lewis Campbell, and I am the co-founder of Beauty and the Beast Publishing, which is a book publishing and a media services organization. And we are going into our third year, and we are successfully now an international multi-award winning company. So I'm very pleased to be able to say that. And in my own right, I'm also I am the author of 9 publications.
Oh, wow. Congratulations. Can you share
Thank
with
you.
us some of the awards that you have received in the past year?
I also shall certainly try. We won one for the commendable work that we had done, my co-founder particularly, for an external poetry competition. So he was the commendable winner for that. So I proudly, and that was for an award here in the UK. So as you know, he's from the US. So to be awarded that was quite a huge achievement for us.
Mhm.
And we also won gold for an unexpected award for the Business Expo Awards in the USA. So I was really pleased about that. So yes, those just 2 of them. And we won 5 last year, which I'm really, really pleased about.
Wow. That is amazing.
Yeah, thank you.
Congratulations again. And that
Thank you.
is definitely something to be proud of.
Yeah, certainly. Thank you.
You're welcome. So now we're talking about building those profitable relationships, Shara. And we know relationships come in different shapes and forms. There's relationships with our customers, our clients, collaborative partners, joint venture partnerships, and so on and so forth. But overall, for you, what does customer relationship marketing mean to you?
Oh, I tell you, it means absolutely everything. You know, it is vital to our business. The marketing side of it definitely keeps us um, out there. It keeps our good name out there. It holds our reputation. It does. It has so many benefits and rewards for new business. There's no part of our business that it doesn't impact on in a good way, and also can be a very bad way if it's not done well. So far, I must say, you know, in saying that, I've been able to share all these wonderful experiences that we've won, you know, or been acknowledged for in terms of the work that we produce. You know, we haven't had any negative press to date, which is really great. But I will say this, one thing that we are mindful of, you know, in having that prestige is that not everyone's happy for you. So there can also be a downside to it at times. And at times it can make you feel vulnerable, but we have enough measures in place, and we do good work, you know, good solid genuine work, you know, that you know, we've got everything sort of on our side at the moment. But in terms of customer relations, what that ultimately means for us is legacy, being a part of someone else's legacy, helping them to create legacy. And because we work with our specialism is the underserved communities, it means that we are able to support them in creating legacies for themselves, their families, which is continuous, and also for their communities. So, yeah, so a wonderful place to be in terms of customer relations.
Excellent. Now, you mentioned about delivering this type of experience, especially for underserved communities. Can you expand on that a little bit? Because I know you do quite a bit of work in a particular area, or that's how your business started or where it
Mhm.
started. So can you speak to that a little bit more,
Yeah,
please?
definitely. I would say, instead of giving you the same narrative that I gave to you before, I think it's developed even more than that. I would see myself as part of that, underserved community, and I was able to build our business, on that premise. And as a result of that, we continue to do that for other people internationally, who don't naturally come from the or don't have the connections within the writing industry, but through us, they can have their voices heard. They can become independent authors with their own business in their own right, their own book business in their own right, and they can continue to work with us. We offer our services on a lifetime basis as well. So as long as we're in business, we're accessible, and we're easily accessible. We're hands-on in the
Mhm.
work that we do. We're currently expanding as well, both in the UK and the US. So it's even easier to get hold of us and have your voices heard. So yeah, I think that in that sense,
I
you
love
know,
that. I
oh,
love
thank
that.
you.
Especially the expression where you're giving the voice to those who
Yes,
would not normally have a voice. That is
yeah,
amazing. That's commendable. So
thank you.
in You're welcome, Shara. Now, in doing that, it also means that that relationship has to be an ongoing one, which is very opposite to the typical transactional type of relationship where it's a one-off and done. But
Yeah.
now, so this is an ongoing relationship. So I would dare to say that you quite likely create memorable moments for the people that you serve.
Yes, definitely. We really do. And we create a lasting moment, everlasting moments, and legacies, as I say, we go beyond the realms of just publishing books. It means a lot more to us than that.
Hmm.
And we offer more than just publishing books. We can do books to movies. We can do this as a business, which is how we treat all the books that we have. And we want to be able to do more of that as well. That's the premise behind what we do. So yes.
Nice. So, Shara, we've talked about so far, we've talked about a relationship with customers who really are the people you work with on on a daily basis, the underserved, as well as everyone else comes to you for publishing.
Mhm.
Now, I imagine that you also have other kinds of relationships that you have developed over the years in your business. Can you share an example of a particularly successful business relationship you've had and how it has helped you to grow your business?
I wouldn't have a business without my co-founder today, and it would be wrong of me to speak of anybody else, because without that person in place, they've been totally supportive and, pivotal to having the success that we have today. I mean, not only are they a poet by trade, but whenever they put pen to paper, um, just magic happens. They're
Mhm.
able to write in any arena, and because of that, it's transactional. It's translated into every area of our business. There's nothing that this gentleman cannot write. He inspires me every day to do what I do. And he's a great mentor for me, in terms of producing the work that I do. So whilst he may do a lot of the written stuff, as well as I do as well, but I'm really responsible for the operation, and it just works
Mhm.
really well between us. So that's a very essential relationship, which transpires now down to our team, within the UK and the US, and it just works. The unique setup that we have just really works well. And not only do we um, provide an outlet and a platform for each of the underserved community or the aspiring authors that come through our doors. Um, we are able to sort of forge our own and grow our own community with them, and translate that through, like I say, with our team and beyond our wider networks as well. So yeah, it's been very necessary.
Fantastic. Now, are there any other organizations or any groups that you have partnered with that you would say have contributed to the success or to the growth of your business? Because we all know what's the usual saying, no man is an island. So I know you have your partner that you have done business with for so long, who you attribute a
Yes.
great deal of the growth of your business to.
Mhm.
However, are there any, as an organization, do you partner with other organizations? Do you partner with any other groups or anything like that to help to expand your business?
Mhm. So we, up until sort of late last year, we put a cease on all of our media partners. So we don't have media partners anymore. But what
Mm,
we do have is external networks. So a lot of those people that we organizations that we've worked with in the past, we continue to work with, but only as an external network. And the reason for that is because we are very probably overprotective of the community that we look after. And what we can't do is substantiate what other people do within their organization and how they run their businesses. And not everybody runs their businesses in the same scruples that we have to run
mhm.
ours. And it has to be very, very tight. And it's very restricted at the best of times and limited. So we do thank people like we have our lead strategist who is just as essential to me as my co-founder in being able to direct our company and making sure that we have the right parameters and protection in place that we're able to run successfully and and ensure that the authors that come through us are also protected as well and have that same level of protection. So we no longer have media partners, we just have external networks. So I'm very grateful to our lead strategist who comes from Rapstar, has his own business as well, his own technical business,
Mhm.
Rapstar, and also I'm also very grateful to other organisations like 360 Nation, who has embraced us in their community and vice versa. And as a result of that, we feel a part of that community. And that's where we've been very successful in forging some great relationships with and still continue those today. I'd also like to also thank other people and recognize them for their essential work that they do with us, especially in terms of our book ghostwriting book projects that we have, and also an element of our film projects, movie projects as well. And that's OTAL Universe as well. They've been quite essential in helping us to fulfill those briefs when we've had them.
Hmm. So what I'm hearing you say, which I truly appreciate, is that while you don't have media partners anymore,
Mhm.
you do have what you refer to as external networks. And I
Mhm.
honor you and your organization for the reason why you have done that. I got from you that you're concerned about the scruples or maintaining the culture of your organization, and you
Mhm.
cannot vouch for the culture of anybody else.
Mhm.
And if they will, and you want to also stay true to your values. So I really applaud you for
Yeah.
that, Shara.
Mm.
Thank you for
Yeah.
sharing that. And I can understand and appreciate, even though you have these external networks, as far as your media partnership is concerned, you prefer to keep it within a certain confine so you can stay true to your values.
That's right. And really,
Awesome.
because it's not even sometimes so much about the external network that we're working with. It's really to do with their external networks, which we can't vouch for. Anybody outside of the network that we're working with,
Hmm.
so obviously we expect everyone else to have media partners and and associations with other organizations. It's those associations that we are not tied to, that we can't vouch for. And not
Mm,
everybody has the same values, in business, and we just need
of
to be
course.
extremely mindful of that, and just to really protect the integrity of our business,
Hmm.
and the networks that we work within.
Absolutely. So we're almost at the end of our chat together today. So what advice would you give to small businesses, small and mid-sized businesses, about building relationships, whether it's with their customers, or it's their partners or partnerships, their external networks, however they define it. What advice would you give to them, Shara?
I would say to them that, only do it if you are really truly invested. In terms of the business that we offer, we're very different from other, we're very keen to make that distinction from other publishing organizations, and businesses. We don't actually charge people for publishing their work, because therefore we're not actually amplifying the voices of the voiceless. What we're doing is charging them, to provide their genuine stories to shape society, and that's not what we do. We only charge people for the services that we offer in terms of the editing and proofreading and the book covers and that nature, but to actually publish their work, we don't charge for that element at all. And that makes us very different from other publishing houses who we would probably refer to more so on the side of vanity press. And we want to make a huge distinction. Another reason why we won't have media partners as well, so that we are completely separated and doing just genuine work for the communities that we serve. So only do it if it's something that you really are wanting to do and you're definitely vested. I can tell you that, I was looking for purpose when I set up this business, and this business has become my life, but in a really good way. I'm doing some really great work. And I continue and want to do more of it. So I would just say keep the faith. Another good tip that I would say is it's always about good business relations, solid business relations as well, having your own strategy in place as well, and definitely the key is to always ensure that you're doing enough to create new opportunities and new business.
Solid advice. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
So where can we find your business online, Shara?
Yeah, the best place to find me, I would say, is on the website, which is Beauty and the Beast publishing.net. So that's where you'll find us. It's the best place to contact us. And for our online presence, and outside of that, you will find us on all social networks, all the social platforms, but our favorite is LinkedIn.
And I know it's your name on LinkedIn, right?
That's right. So my pen name is actually on LinkedIn as S. Lewis Campbell, but my businesses are there as well. So I've also got the Beauty and the Beast publishing business pages and group pages. And I've also got our non-profits on there, which is Humanity at Work Foundation and The Shift as well.
Oh my goodness, you have quite a bit. So what I'll have to make sure I document all of these below the podcast so that we can reach out to you, because you have shared a tremendous, and you definitely do have some distinctions in your publishing business from what I've heard from other publishing businesses. So that's amazing. And I encourage everyone to listen to this podcast again. Shara shared quite a number of nuggets. And staying true to your staying true to your core culture for your business is essential. She also shared the tip about doing it because you want to and you're willing to stick to it and you have a heart for it. All of those are essential for all of us who are in business, and Shara shared some of those. So thank you so much for being my honored guest today, Shara. Loved having you, and I look forward.
Thank you.
My pleasure. And I look forward to publishing this and for our listeners to get an opportunity to hear it again, hear what you shared again. Thank you again.
You're most welcome.
And have a wonderful day. It's already almost night across the pond, right?
It is, yes, almost. It's been a pleasure being here, Yvonne, with you again. It's been it's a remarkable work you're actually doing as well. I wish you every success.
Thank you, Shara. Thank
Most
you.
welcome.